Hi everyone, here we are again on September 9th, and this is our guided meditation for this week. And I want to let you know that if you just see a snippet of this on social media, that the entire guided meditation is on YouTube. So I encourage you to go to YouTube at your leisure and watch it there, okay? So now we're going to get started, and today is the 9th. It's 9/9/2020, and the 9 is the number of the Hermit card, the major arcana of the Tarot deck. And the major arcana of the Tarot deck is very powerful. And the 9 is the Hermit card. And the 9 Hermit card is about shining the light and letting the light lead you where you're supposed to be going. And it's also about going within to get that light, and going within to get that light and guidance so that you can then shine it outwards towards your own path so you can see where you're going when you're going with guidance and a light. So we all need some more light right now, and we all need to be able to be sharp enough to get our intuitive guidance, because these are trying times, they are challenging times. And there's always good in everything, but sometimes it's hard to find that good when we get burdened down. Remember to go within, because within is where your strength is. Within is where the light is. And that is going to lead your way in whatever it is that you are attempting to do. So I always start the readings and the guided meditations, if you haven't been here before. Excuse me, I'm so dry. With the tarot cards and the angel cards. I have several decks, and I'm going to pull something from the tarot deck, and I'm going to pull something from one of the angel decks. And the reason I do that is because I never know what I'm going to say. These are not rehearsed. I just kind of get into a meditative space and allow it to just kind of be downloaded. And when it is downloaded, then my words become the words of what has come through me, and that is what I say. So they're not rehearsed. I never know what I'm going to say. But the cards kind of guide me, and you'll see what I mean. Okay, so I'm using the Rider-Waite deck today, the Radiant deck, and I'm going to shuffle the cards. Here they are. I'm going to shuffle the cards, and even though some of the card images are scary images, there's always something positive to be learned by the archetypal images in the cards. And so we're going to find out where we're at and where we're going to go in our guided meditation today by what the cards say. And I'm going to cut the cards once and then cut them again, asking that we are all protected by divine guiding white light, and that whenever we listen to this meditation or watch it, whether it's right now or whether it's later when you have a chance, or even again in the future when you want to listen to it again, that the cards be relevant to you and speak to you on a deep level and guide you. Okay, so one more cut, and I'm going to take the card from the top. Let's see what it is. Oh, it's the same one as last week. So you know what? This was last week. I'm going to not do this one. I'm going to pull the next one. The next one is, okay, this one. See that? Very pretty card. Okay, this is the 10 of Pentacles. Okay? 10 is kind of a powerful number, because when you add 10 together, you add 1 and 0, you get a 1. And 1 is the number of the magician. 1 is the number of the magician, meaning that all of us are magicians. And all we have to do is remember that we have the power within us to create. And part of that power comes from the power of our word. What we say creates our world. Even what we say to ourselves creates our world. So remember that we are all magicians. You're a magician, I'm a magician. And remember that, okay? So that's the 10, and that's a 1 and a 0. Now, let's see what this guy is doing here. I'm gonna get my glasses on. This is a couple, okay? This is a man and a woman, and they have a couple of dogs with them and a child and an older person in front of them, and they have 10 pentacles, and they're standing looking at their home. Okay, Pentacles is the card of the earth, Pentacles, there are 4 suits in the tarot deck: swords, wands, cups, and pentacles. Pentacles is earth. It's also money, material possessions. These people actually are quite well off. You see, they've got a beautiful castle that they're looking at, and they have a couple of great looking dogs, a happy little child there that seems very happy, and they have this older person in this amazing garment. See that garment? Amazing garment that is kind of looking over them, okay? And then we have, she is facing us, holding a pentacle, and he is looking forward at the accomplishments that he has done to bring them that beautiful castle. Okay, so what's this mean? Well, we all have a male and a female inside of us. We have a male energy and a female energy. The male energy in this card is actually looking towards his accomplishments, okay? He's looking towards the big house and what he's accomplished. This older man right there, looking at them, that's kind of like to remember the wisdom of your elders, to remember the wisdom that you've gained through your age and your experience, and not get caught up in just focusing on the material. You don't want to just focus on the material. The woman is looking toward us, and she is holding in her hand in front of her solar plexus, which is, by the way, your solar plexus is the color yellow. She's holding this yellow pentacle in front of her solar plexus, and she is basically staying close to the earth. She's like, I'm going to stay grounded here. So the feminine part is the creative part of us, and that's the part that is staying grounded, while the masculine part that's out there in the world making things happen is focusing on the accomplishments. The 2 dogs, which are very sweet here, they kind of are indicative of being kind to other beings and being kind to children, and remembering that we were all younger once, okay? We were all children once, and we're all going to be elderly like this man here, right here. And so when we look at this card, this is about balance. It's about the 10, remembering that you have the power to create what you want through your words, and remembering to stay grounded with the feminine part of you, the creative part of you, connected to the earth and grounded. Remember to also embrace the childlike part of yourself, okay? That's the child here. So you want to remember to embrace the childlike part of yourself, which is often the creative part of yourself. And, excuse me, and also the older man here is actually petting the animals. And you know, that's really something, because when people get older, they actually get softer, they actually get kinder, and they actually tend to really feel compassion and companionship from animals. So if you have animals in your life, remember that they're a gift to you. And if you look up on the corner here, you'll see my beautiful angel girl up there. And she's no longer with us, but that's a painting that I painted. And animals can be wonderful companions, and they are gifts. They're gifts from the divine to be able to help us on our journey. And this older man knows that, because he is petting and kind of being very kind toward the one dog. And so this is really about, don't get caught in the illusion of all the stuff. Don't get caught in the illusion of the things, the nice house, the fancy clothes that the older man is wearing. Remember to use your feminine side to stay grounded in the earth. Keep your feet flat on the ground. Keep your feet connected to the earth, okay? So that's the 10 of Pentacles. Now let's see what an angel card has to say and how they tie together. I'm gonna leave this one over here actually, so I can keep it in mind when we do our guided meditation. Okay, we're gonna do from this deck tonight, which is the daily guidance from your angels oracle cards. And I always have a selenite heart in here to remind me to always come from love. And let's pull one of these. I'm going to ask now that the angels come into our realm right now and give me guidance about where we're going to go in our guided meditation today. And these are very beautiful cards. See the back of them right there? And then they have this very pretty metallic edge on them. Okay, so angels, come on in, benevolent light beings, and speak to me, speak to us, giving us guidance about where we're going to go and what we should focus on in this guided meditation this evening. Surround us with light, with white light. Surround us with wisdom. Give us guiding intuition that is with us always to guide us in our decisions on a daily basis. And even now, give us guidance so that we choose the appropriate card. I'm going to cut the cards twice. Once. And here we go again. One more time. And I'm going to take the card off the top. Oh, wow. Child, okay? Remember the child in the other card? Remember I talked about how we have to stay in touch with our childlike sense of wonderment, staying in touch with the child part of us. And let's see what this card has to say. This is a beautiful card. It's got a young girl, and she's holding a baby, which is actually an angel child. See that? And I'm going to read to you what it says. It says, "You care deeply about children, and they readily respond to your love." This applies to animals also, and pets. All children, including your own inner child, require love, affection, and attention. We can clear and open your heart and your schedule so that you can give more time and energy to the children who need you. Well, this could apply to your situation if you have children at home, or if you have grown children, because they always need you. And we always, as children, need our parents and the guidance from our parents, whether they're still with us or not. And if they're not with us, we can talk to them, which I have done with great success and with wonderful results, I must say. So, and it can also, this card also relates to the inner child, okay? And acknowledging your inner child and acknowledging that that's the part of you that feels vulnerable. That's the part of you that can be hurt. And that's the part of you that needs the adult part of you to care for and nurture it. Now, what do adults do? What are they supposed to do for children? They're supposed to protect them. They're supposed to nurture them. They're supposed to nourish them, provide them with appropriate and healthy food for them so they can grow. And ideally, they're supposed to be very supportive and unconditionally loving. Many of us have to reparent ourselves. So think about that. Think about how loving, nurturing, how much are the foods you feed your inner child inside of you, nourishing foods? Are you unconditionally loving to your inner child? Are you supportive to your inner child? So these are just some things for you to think about, okay? Now I'm going to read from the Angel Book about this card. Here it says, "This card signifies that a child is affecting some aspect of your question. This could be your own child, your desire for a child, a young family member, or your present or future in helping children. Have children been on your mind lately? If so, this card is proof that whatever you've been considering is valid. This includes spending more time with children and looking into areas of employment related to young ones. But additional meanings are: your life purpose involves helping children. Be as a child, like the card said, the tarot card. Pay attention to your inner child. A child in heaven is saying, I love you. That's really powerful, because if you have ever given up a child for adoption, if you ever had a terminated pregnancy, you can communicate with that energetic being. A child in heaven is saying, I love you. Pregnancy or adoption might be a part of your life. I think this is a lot about the inner child, because I was talking to somebody earlier today, and this person was telling me how they felt lonely and abandoned, and this person lives alone, so they were feeling lonely and abandoned and having a hard time soothing themselves, you know? And that's a perfect example of how the adult part of us can soothe the inner child part of us. And so that would mean doing something fun. That would mean making some nourishing food and eating it. That would mean if you want to sleep and take a nap, do it. It means if you want to be creative and color or draw mandalas or paint or write a song or get out the guitar and play some music or the piano, that's childlike fun. And so that's what I told this person. I said, think about the things that you liked to do when you were a child. And think about what you can do right now to kind of soothe yourself. This person was also saying that they didn't feel like cooking anymore, and they were eating a lot of frozen food and kind of easy food. Make yourself some nourishing food. You know, like make a nice soup, or bake something that's a gluten-free healthy dessert, or do something that is fun and comforting. Make yourself some comfort food, but don't trash your body, okay? Because remember, part of what a good parent does is feed its child nourishing food. So make it be nourishing. I kind of feel like we need to pull one more card. What do you think? I think I'm going to do it. Okay, I'm going to go from this one. Healing with the Angels Oracle cards, okay? Let's see what's in here. Let me grab this inner child card up so I can remember it. There it is. I like to keep them out when I do the guided meditation because it helps me to be inspired to guide what I say. Okay, so we're going to go with this now. This is also a very beautiful deck. This is what the back of it looks like. It's got angel wings. Isn't that pretty? Okay, this is one of my older decks. I've had this for many years. Okay, so let's see what's in here. Okay, angels, give us some guidance on this. Elaborate even more on what we've already pulled and discovered. I'm going to cut the cards once. There we go. And I'm going to cut the cards one more time. Give us divine guidance. Oh, they're sticking together. Okay, let's try it again. Here we go. Let's see what this is. Oh my God, I can't believe this. Children, can you believe this? I mean, I'm telling you, these things are energetic tools, all right? You couldn't have planned that one. Okay, so we got a lot of emphasis on child today and children. So let's see what the card deck says about this. This is a picture of two little angel children, and children, by the way, are angels. See that? Children are angels. And my little girl up there, she was an angel too. My little doggy girl. Okay, children, let's see what the deck says about that. Pretty funny that it's like children all over the place in the tarot, in the first angel card deck, and in the Healing with the Angels Oracle cards too. You are asked to pay extra attention to your children right now, or your inner child. New children may be coming into your life very soon. This card signals that the angels see your need to play, have fun, and honor your inner child. That's just what I was saying when I was talking to you about the person I had a session with earlier today. So perhaps you'll play with your own children or grandchildren, or you might enjoy having fun with other adults. Playing, having fun, or doing work that involves helping children. Take some time to ask your inner child, How do you feel? What would you like to do? Plan an afternoon where you take your inner child on an outing, doing things that allow your playful side to emerge. Swing and slide at the park. Take an afternoon nap. Draw on the sidewalk with chalk, or build a sandcastle at the beach. I'm telling you, everything is connected. I mean, these cards just fell out of the deck, okay? The first one had a child in it, right? And we talked about your inner child. The second one was the woman holding a small angel child, talking about your child or your inner child. Then I talked about how nurturing yourself and, asking yourself, making something comforting to eat, or doing something playful, or doing something creative. And then the last one just basically hits it home with this. I mean, is that cool or what? I think it's cool. I think it's amazing. So that's where we're going to go tonight. We're going to do a little inner child work, obviously, because that's what's coming up. So those of you who bust yourself and beat yourself up all the time, or criticize yourself, or say you're not rich enough, too old, not pretty enough, not handsome enough, not accomplished enough, not this enough, not that enough, that's just a bunch of illusion. And your inner child is like hurting every time you say things like that to yourself. So by the way, this is everyday life, okay? I'm doing this at home. This is virtual. So this is being done remotely. And I have 2 long-haired cats, and I've got a fan going on. So occasionally there's like a cat hair that floats around and kind of gets in my nose a little bit. So I'm fine, I'm not sick or anything. I don't want you guys to worry about me. I'm just telling you that you might hear my cats talking or meowing. That's life at my house, okay? Now's the time for you to get yourself comfortable. So get yourself comfortable and relax. And the most important thing is for you to lie down, let your back be flat, your knees up, and your feet flat on the ground. Okay, so your head, back, butt, knees, and feet. Okay? So get yourself comfortable and know that if anything comes up and you need to be wide awake, you will be. But otherwise, you'll be very relaxed. A part of you may be very interested in what I have to say, and another part of you may just want to take a nap. And if that's the case, take a nap. That's your inner child wanting to take a little rest. Kind of like nap time at preschool, right? Okay. I will wake you up. This class is 1 hour long. I will wake you up, actually, 5 minutes before the session is over. And I want you to know that anything that I say that you don't agree with or that isn't part of your belief system will not go into your mind. But anything I say that does resonate with you, that does seem true or relevant for you, you will allow to go into your mind, and it will germinate in your mind and create wonderful, positive results and outcomes for you. Okay? So just trust the process and allow yourself to let go. We're going to start. Take a moment to get situated. If you find that you want to change positions or you want to move, that's fine. That just means that your body is releasing tension accumulated during the day. Okay? Get yourself ready now. Here we go. Allow yourself to relax more and more with each breath that you take. Allow your body to release any accumulation of anything that has occurred during the day. Allow your body to let go more and more with each breath that you take and each sound of my voice. Any normal outside sounds that you become aware of are everyday normal sounds, and they do not interfere in any way with your experience and your process of going deeper and deeper into a comfortable, natural, and relaxed state of being. A very fertile state of being. A fertile state of being that allows you to have the higher part of you organize, shift, and prioritize your mind so that positives are at the forefront and negatives are minimized. Allowing yourself to become more and more relaxed as you begin to focus on the positives. At the same time, not really focusing on anything, and allowing your higher being, that part of you that is in you and in that thing that is greater than you, that is unnameable, and that part of you that is in that which is also in everyone else and every living being, that consciousness to begin to permeate more and more every cell of your body, every cell of your being, on every level of being. Any thoughts that you might be having are normal thoughts. Those are thoughts of the everyday world of illusion. Allow them to float on by. The key is to allow. The key is to allow and let go. And with each sound of my voice and each count that you hear me say, you do find yourself letting go more and more. Beginning on the count of 5, letting go and feeling it at the top of your head. Feel it coming down over your scalp, over your forehead, and down over your face. Feel the relaxation moving down through your body, down through your neck, the front of your neck and the back of your neck. And on 4, feel the relaxation comfortably, effortlessly, and naturally moving down over your shoulders. Down through your arms, your elbows, your forearms. Down through your wrists, hands, and fingers. See if you can feel the tingling sensation of relaxation coming out of the tips of your fingers. Good. Feel that relaxation coming out of the tips of your fingers. And feel it moving down through your chest, down through your chest, down through your lungs, down through your heart. Give thanks for your heart that beats so many times a day, that allows you to be in a physical body at this time, to experience this amazing dimension that we live in within our physical bodies. Your entire torso now filled with light, spreading out from your heart chakra. Beautiful emerald green light, healing, soothing, and comforting, spreading through your entire torso. And feel it moving down now down through your thighs, your knees, your calves, and moving down into down through your feet, your ankles, your toes, the top of your feet, the bottom of your feet. That's it. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 down to 0. And when I do, allow yourself to go even deeper by going through your inner third eye. Your inner third eye, imagine and visualize it being in the center of your forehead, on the inside, so that you can easily allow your consciousness to slip into it, because it is a gateway to a deeper part of yourself. It's like the room that has a bookcase, but when you touch the bookcase in a certain place, it turns around and opens up into a door that allows you to go deeper and deeper and deeper. When I count from 1 down to 0, allow yourself to go through that third eye, your inner third eye. And you can see what it feels like now by allowing your eyes to roll up into the center of your forehead. And imagine you see that hole, that opening. And then relaxing your eyes. So in a moment when I count from 1 down to 0, allow your eyes to roll up and project your consciousness using the sound of the tones to go even deeper and feel more relaxed than you are right now. Knowing that wherever you go is surrounded by light, surrounded by divine protection, and drifting deeper to 0. Drifting and floating, trusting the process, allowing yourself to go even deeper and deeper. Letting go more and more and more. With every breath now, enjoying the sensation of drifting and floating, enjoying the sensation of letting go. Enjoying the sensation of giving yourself a gift of this time. This time to go inward. This time to have nothing to do and nowhere to go. This kind of time is what nourishes your soul on a deep level of being. It's nice to have someone else do the talking. When you can just let go and relax. That's it. And going deeper. Imagine that you are so relaxed that your spiritual soul self, your astral self, is able to slip out of your body. And it slips out of your body and stands near you, by you, and looks right at you, while the other part of you lies comfortably with your eyes closed. Imagine that this astral part of you, this etheric entity, the etheric self, the higher self, is looking at the beauty of you, looking at your face, looking at your closed eyes, looking at your mouth. That part of you that is standing outside of you is a very wise part. It's a very mature part. It is unconditionally loving and supportive of you. You with all of your human trials and tribulations. You with all of the mistakes you've made, all the screw-ups. But it doesn't matter, because that part of you that is looking at the you that is resting comfortably, listening to this, that part that is looking at you loves you and is amazed at how beautiful you are in spite of any mistakes or errors you think you've made. Imagine that the words you hear me say are words that your astral etheric self is saying to you. As this astral etheric self looks at the physical body resting comfortably. You are beautiful. Repeating these phrases to yourself after you hear them. You are amazing. You are a brilliant light in the world. You are creative. And now repeating these phrases to yourself in your mind. And these phrases are coming from the etheric, astral part of you that is your higher self. I am feeding you nutritious, healthy foods. I am feeding you nutritious, healthy foods. I am protecting you from harm's way and negativity. I am protecting you from harm's way and negativity. I am making sure you get good rest. I am making sure you get good rest. I give you the benefit of the doubt. Everyone makes mistakes. I give you the benefit of the doubt. Everyone makes mistakes. I am going to help you do your best. I am going to help you do your best. I'm going to help you be kind. To children, animals, and yourself. I'm going to help you be kind to children, animals, and yourself. I'm going to remind you to see the light in others. I'm going to remind you to see the light in others. I'm going to remind you that you are part of something greater than yourself. I am going to remind you that you are a part of something greater than yourself. I'm going to remind you to speak lovingly to yourself, about yourself, even silently. I'm going to remind you to speak lovingly to yourself, about yourself. And drifting deeper. Each and every time you hear the sound of my voice, for the purpose of going deeper and accessing powerful parts of yourself to help you, you'll go deeper than the time before. And each time you'll enjoy it more. Beginning now to come up on the count of 1. Feel yourself coming back into your physical body. As we continue up on 2, feeling relaxed, calm, comfortable. Continuing up on 3, feeling grounded, connected, centered, balanced. Male and female, left and right hemispheres of the brain, parasympathetic and sympathetic sides of the nervous system balanced. Continue to come up on 4, feeling more aware of yourself in your body, in this environment, in the position that your body is in, against the surface on which you are lying or sitting. And all the way up to 5. If you are listening to this during the daytime or evening and you want to be awake after, you will be awake, calm, and comfortable, clear, centered, and grounded. If you are listening to this before you go to sleep at night, if you're still awake by the time you hear this, you'll go even deeper and get a good night's restful sleep, waking up refreshed and clear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eyes open. Eyes open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eyes open and wide awake. Allow yourself, if you are awake now, to sit up, and we will do a closure ritual for this experience. One thing I want to mention, if you listen to this before you go to sleep at night, you will go to sleep. You will sleep great. I have many people telling me that they are sorry they can't hear everything because they fell asleep. That's okay. Your subconscious hears what it needs to hear. So, not a problem. But now, if you are awake now, let's put our hands in the palms touching together and the fingers lightly touching in front of your heart chakra. And we'll close out this experience. I went really deep this time myself, actually. I always go deep, but I went especially deep this time. We're going to do an Om, okay? Now, before we do that, I want you to press your palms together and imagine yourself surrounded by beautiful, protective, healing white light. That nothing can penetrate that is negative. Only positivity can get in. You're divinely protected against any negativity. Positivity abounds. My cats are great. Can you hear it? And so, let's do our Om now. By the way, I want to thank all of you for being here with me. If you choose to do a gratitude donation, if you found it beneficial or helpful for you, you can find me on Venmo, Elena-Michaels-1. And feel free to share this with anyone you want to. Okay, it's public. The more the merrier. The more people that elevate themselves, the better off we all are. So let's take a breath, and we're going to do a Om that is 3 sounds. It's an Ah, an O, and a Okay? I encourage you to do it audibly so you can feel the vibrations in your body. You'll see it helps tune you and tone you. The cats are oming too. One more time. I want to thank all of you for being here once again, and I want to honor you for taking this time amongst your busy day and amongst whatever's going on in your life to take this time for yourself and give yourself this gift of rebalancing, regenerating, renewing, and giving yourself the opportunity to dump the junk, because that's what this process does. It allows you to dump the negativity and dump the junk. So be kind to yourself, be good to yourself, be loving to yourself and others. I will see you again soon. We do this every Wednesday. And namaste.